are. Hello, welcome to my living room. We're in a bit of a different setting because the best place to do this video is on your couch. Get cozy, get a little snack if you want. I don't know what this is. We're gonna need a couple pieces of equipment today so that we can relieve your SI joint pain. If you're having some SI joint pain, I understand. I went through a whole bout of SI joint agony for a good week out of my pregnancy, maybe a little bit over a week. I would say it was completely cleared up after like 2 weeks. So yeah, I wanted to teach you what I did to help it get better. So a few pieces of equipment. Number one, Pilates ball. I guess number one is your couch. You're gonna need it. Pilates ball, a little hip band. I have a light hip band here. And then this is just personal preference for me, but I have a little rep counter because I'm terrible at keeping reps, especially when I'm talking at the same time. You know what I mean? So let's get things going. The first thing that we're gonna do is a Thomas stretch. So I'm gonna fling my pillow over this way. So a Thomas stretch is to help stretch your hip flexor and also your quad, basically all of these muscles working through here. It's kind of like doing a hip flexor stretch, if you know what that is, like on the mat, like a kneeling hip flexor stretch. But this is definitely making it a little bit easier to get into because we're just laying on the couch. So let's get started, shall we? We're gonna place these couple of items off to the side for now. We won't need them for a minute. And we're gonna start in with our Thomas stretch. Now, I do have a little timer that's gonna be going right here on my iPad. So if I keep looking down at the floor, ignore me. It's just my timer. So for our Thomas stretch, you're gonna go ahead and lay down. I'm gonna lay down with my iPad because otherwise with this belly, I'm not gonna be able to reach it. So we're gonna lay right on the edge of the couch here. We're gonna drop one leg and we're just gonna chill there. And that is how we're gonna start. Pretty easy. If you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can dig this heel in to the couch and just push a little bit. It really does depend on the height of your couch. My couch is pretty low to the ground, so I can't, and I'm not having SI joint pain at this point, so I can dig my heel in and lift just a little bit, and I'm gonna keep my foot down here on the floor. You can also do it on a bit of a higher surface like your bed and just let your leg hang. That's totally fine as well. Let's come back up for a second. And we're gonna go right back in. We're gonna do 3 sets for 30 seconds each. So a full minute and a half of this stretch. Again, I'm gonna push through my heel, lift up those hips just a little bit. Again, that's still personal preference, but that right there, I can feel mainly right here and then into my quad a little bit. Let's come back up for a second. Reset and right back in. We're gonna do 30 more seconds here and then we're gonna switch to the other side and I've got some more movements for us to play with. I know it's been a second, it's been a while since I released a new video. I know that it has, and thank you guys so much for being patient. I'm supposed to be able to release one every single week, but it's really just kind of when I feel like it, and I appreciate your guys' patience on when I do feel like it, although I haven't felt, go ahead and come up. With my belly, I'm just gonna come up sideways. Anyway, we're gonna switch to the other side. So swapping this pillow around so we can get nice and cozy. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab this stuff as well, just so I don't have to sit back up because pregnancy struggles. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my little, one of my best friends told me this is like crochet counter, not a rep counter. And I'm like, I mean, same difference. What was I saying before? Trains of thought don't exist anymore for me. They just don't. Okay, we're gonna reset our timer. Ready, set, go. What I was saying was, yes, thank you so much for your patience. I am supposed to release one new video every single week, but it always depends on not only my mood, that's what I was saying. It's not necessarily sickness because I have definitely not felt sick. I don't want to force myself to film because I've done that and I feel as if it comes across on camera when I'm forcing it. I want to be able to just be myself on camera. So I definitely appreciate you guys. Come on up, reset, go back in. Your guys' patience on just allowing me to film whenever I want to or whenever I can. It can get a little difficult because like the guilt is there for not filming, but it's also like if I am trying to run at like full capacity and I'm doing as much as I can for the business, especially with the launch happening recently, where we launched the website and everything, all of my focus was going into that and not necessarily filming videos. So like filming videos was kind of, come on up and back in, was kind of like the last thing that I wanted to do, because all that I wanted to do was get to my due date that I had for launching the website. So all that to say, thank you for your patience. Thanks for waiting. And you know, there's only so many, I mean, I can film all of the pregnancy friendly videos all day long, right? But honestly, it's been pretty, come on up, it's been pretty monotonous for me. Like it's been just kind of the same stuff all of the time. And I don't want to necessarily force myself to do something different just for the camera. You know what I mean? I want it to come off very genuine. The next thing that we're going to do is a lying butterfly stretch. So we're going to put the feet together, take the knees wide, and just hold right there. 3 rounds, 30 seconds, and I have to kind of situate my iPad over here so I can keep time. This is really opening up those inner thighs, but if you're having SI joint pain, it's gonna help really relieve, oh, I just got some kicks. When I was having SI joint pain, this really helped just relieve the pain. It kind of took the tension away. And I just like, I can't sit like this for too long because you know I'm pregnant. But it really helped relieve the tension. And when I would get back up from this, it would feel so much better, like not completely better, but definitely improved. Bring those knees together and come back out. All of these movements, I also learned directly through my physical therapist. I did go to 2 sessions with a physical therapist to help with the SI joint pain and help with some lower back pain due to pregnancy. And thank God that I did, because it got rid of it pretty quickly, honestly. And I haven't really had knees together and back out. And I haven't really had an issue with lower back pain since. Like if I am driving for too long, I have to take a break like every 45 minutes if I'm driving long periods. And when I take that break, I just kind of get out of the car, stretch a little bit, and then I'm good to go. Other than that, hasn't been bad, honestly. Like I remember it being worse, I feel, in my first pregnancy. Knees together. Okay, we're gonna do a Pilates ball hip adduction. So we're gonna place our Pilates ball here, or if you have a cushion, a pillow, a rolled up towel, whatever it is, in between the knees. And we're gonna bring the feet about hip length apart, maybe a little under. We're going to squeeze the ball. It doesn't have to be super hard, just give it a good squeeze and back out. In, squeeze, and back out. So with that, we're gonna try to hold for 10 seconds each time. It doesn't have to be exact. Squeeze, holds. Yeah, it does not have to be exact. Just kind of in the general area of making sure that you get that really good squeeze in and then nice quick release and back in. At one point, because I'm a perfectionist, I was timing all of this, which like, why? Why are you like timing 10-second increments? Like either count in your head if you want to be precise, or just wing it and just kind of go until you feel like it. Like stop being such a perfectionist. Anyway, I'm going to set this iPad to the side now, give me some more room down there. Okay. And out, squeeze. We're just gonna do 10 reps of this for 10 seconds each. And then we're gonna move on to our next movement. We only have 2 more movements. And then that will be the end of part 1. This is strictly for SI joint pain relief. If you want to go, there's gonna be a part 2. So when this releases, there won't be a part 2 yet. There will be one the following week. So if you want to work a little bit more on just general low back pain, especially pregnancy-friendly lower back pain, you can head to that video next. Let's do one more there. Squeeze. And release. Okay, we're gonna bring the ball off to the side. We're gonna pick up our trusty hip band here. You can, if you only have a long resistance band as well, you can loop it around your knees, hang on to it, whatever you need to do. Feet hip length. We're gonna create just a little bit of tension in that band here at the bottom, and then we're going to bring it out. Really focus here on squeezing your glutes, because this is very easy to just do it like this, and your glutes aren't really activating at all. What I need you to do is tuck your pelvis under, kind of tuck like this, kind of activating the lower abs a little bit, and then squeeze your glutes out. You should be feeling right in the side there. We're gonna hold for 10 seconds. 8, 9, 10, back in, that's 1. We're gonna do 10 of those. And then the last movement, we're gonna do exactly the same movement, just sitting. And that's gonna be it. And in, hold out. Good. Also, if you're not tucking your pelvis under, you're probably feeling a little bit of a pull happening in your lower back, which is not what we want. Good, hold. And in, hold. I know it's like, why are we working inner thighs and glutes for lower back pain? A lot of the time when we're having lower back pain, it's actually pulling from our glute muscles. So a lot of the time it is tightness. And also if we work on mobility in these joints by like spreading, contracting, and bringing back together, we can, whoa, train of thought, there it goes again. It's non-existent. Is it gonna come back? Yes, if we strengthen the glutes, it should help to kind of counteract that tightness that you're feeling in your lower back and essentially help to stretch the back instead of it being so tight. And release. Almost there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Still tucking that pelvis under. 9, 10. Good. 3 more. Hold. Definitely feeling those glutes, or at least you should be. Good. 2 more. Nice quick rest in between, making sure as well that your band is slid pretty close up to your knees, as close as they can go. When I originally started working on this movement, I had the band lower. So if you need a little, if it's a little too difficult, you can always take this band higher up on your thighs, like more up here, and that's totally fine. It does make it a little bit easier. I think when I was doing this is the last one, I did higher up on my thighs for a week, and then I moved it up towards my knees for the second week. And release. Good. Okay, we're gonna awkwardly come up. At least it's awkward for me. Hi, Bells. And then we're going to sit and do the exact same motion. I scooch out to the edge of the couch here. Feet right underneath the knees. We're gonna come out with the knees. Nice glute squeeze. Once again, tucking that pelvis under a little bit, not to where we're hunched. Nice tall posture. Tuck that pelvis under just a little bit. Squeeze out, hold for 10 seconds. Hi, Bells. And back in. There's 1. Hi, honey. How are we feeling? If you're having SI joint pain, you should be feeling pretty good at this point. When you go to stand up from this movement, you should definitely feel a little bit of a difference. It's not gonna be 100% relief, but it's definitely something. Would you like to do these as well? Are you having some lower back pain? No, because your spine is super flexible. Hi, honey. She has just been my little sidekick lately. She's really been loving to lay on my belly. Very sweet. All the time. I'm like, girl, you are 9 pounds. You're putting too much pressure on my belly. So she has to like move up to my ribs or my hips or something. Somewhere that's not directly on my belly. Like I get that it's comfortable and it looks like a cushion, but it's not. I've also all of a sudden become allergic to her. So that's unfortunate. That happened during my first pregnancy as well, where it was my allergies got a lot worse because she is hypoallergenic. She's Siamese, well, part Siamese anyway, and Siamese cats are hypoallergenic. And I'm allergic to cats. So usually she doesn't do anything to my allergies, but now that I'm in the 3rd trimester, once again, my allergies are kicking in. So now all of a sudden I'm allergic to her, which is not fun. And I just don't care. Like, I'm not gonna just, you know, ignore her or stop petting her or something over it. I'll just sneeze. And I've decided I'm okay with that.
I would rather get to pet you and love on you.
What am I supposed to do? You lay on me and I'm supposed to do nothing?
Right?
All right, Bells, that's the last one. Oh my gosh, so much fur. Okay, that's it for this video. I will be doing a lower back pain relief video next. I'm gonna go ahead and film it right now. It'll be out 1 week after this video comes out. So if you're feeling just kind of lower back pain, not necessarily SI joint pain, you can go ahead to that one. Super pregnancy friendly, obviously. Thank you guys so much for joining in, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.